Today, I will expose the lies of the fitness industry and how they ruin the lives of women over 40s to 50s. If you have ever watched those high-intensity cardio videos or hired a personal coach, you might have experienced this. What they are telling you to do is actually designed by kids under 30s, even 20s, calling themselves coaches after just 3 months course, with a lack of knowledge about how a woman's body and hormones transform after 40. Meet Isabella. She paid a lot of money for a personal coach, not just for a few weeks, but for months. This 25-year-old personal trainer, calling himself a coach with no knowledge about women's hormones, ruined her joints, mental health, and made her even fatter after 6 months. It took me almost 2 years to fix everything. Stay with me. Today, I'm going to expose the modern fitness industry's lies, and I will show you her transformation and give you the exact formula. You've heard it everywhere. High intensity is the ultimate fat-burning workout, but it's actually making your menopause symptoms worse. Let me break this down, because what's happening inside your body during these workouts might shock you. When you hit your 40s and 50s, your body's stress response fundamentally changes. Those high-intensity workouts that trainers keep pushing aren't designed for your changing hormones. Think about it. Most workout programs are created by younger trainers with younger bodies in mind. They simply don't account for the hormonal landscape you're navigating now. Research shows high-intensity workouts trigger a dangerous cortisol spike in menopausal women, the hormone directly responsible for belly fat storage and sleep disruption. Your body is already under stress from hormonal fluctuations, and these intense workouts amplify this response. Your body can't distinguish between a high-intensity workout and being chased by a predator. Both activate identical survival mechanisms. The science is clear, but many women learn this the hard way. This matches what we found in our Trinity Transformation Coaching study. Wait a minute. Before you start the exercises, understand why these moves are critical. Without taking the time to learn the science behind them, you risk missing the whole transformation. This isn't merely another workout video. It's a roadmap to reclaim your body's potential after 50. Take a deep breath, stay engaged, and let me break it down. Women over 40 doing high-intensity workouts 3 to 4 times weekly gained weight around their midsection despite working harder than ever. Not from lack of effort, but from working too hard in ways that fought against their new hormonal reality. Every time you push through exhaustion in a high-intensity class, you're increasing your cortisol by 25% more than younger women doing identical workouts. This hormonal surge means your fat storage switches flip on precisely when you're trying to lose weight. This elevated cortisol can remain high for up to 24 hours, disrupting sleep and recovery. Poor sleep further unbalances hormones, creating a cycle that makes weight gain almost inevitable. Metabolically, excessive cortisol triggers leptin resistance, increasing hunger cravings while promoting insulin resistance, making carbohydrate processing difficult, and you've created perfect conditions for stubborn weight gain. The fitness industry sells no pain, no gain, while ignoring how female bodies change after 40. They profit from your frustration without offering solutions that work with your current hormonal state. The metabolic damage from high intensity is just one piece of the puzzle. If your joints had a voice, they might say, "We prefer a smooth ride over a roller coaster." What if I told you that every single burpee you perform is generating up to 6 times your body weight in force on joints that are now fundamentally different than they were a decade ago? There's a scientific reason why these movements hurt more now, and it has nothing to do with being out of shape. When estrogen begins its natural decline during menopause, it creates a silent crisis in your joint health. Estrogen maintains the synovial fluid that lubricates your joints and keeps your cartilage healthy. Think of your joints as car shock absorbers. When estrogen drops, it's like the hydraulic fluid depleting, leaving you with a bumpy, painful ride. Your joints literally become less cushioned from impact. This biomechanical vulnerability explains why climbing stairs, gardening, or even getting out of your car can suddenly cause unexpected pain. Then imagine doing mountain climbers or box jumps in your high-intensity class. Each landing sends shockwaves through your body directly onto joints that now have significantly less natural protection. Scientists call this combination a perfect storm for joint pain and injuries that can sideline you for weeks or months. Your recovery timeline has dramatically changed too. Research shows a woman in her 50s needs up to 60% more recovery time between high-impact workouts compared to her 30s. While a younger woman might feel refreshed after a day's rest, you might need 3 days to overcome the same workout soreness. Yet, virtually no fitness programs acknowledge this reality, setting you up for a cycle of inflammation and pain. This inflammation creates a systemic response that can worsen other menopause symptoms. Those hot flashes keeping you up at night? That unexplained fatigue? High-impact workouts can intensify these symptoms through increased inflammation pathways. The fitness industry's one-size-fits-all approach disregards how declining estrogen affects your tendon elasticity and bone density, critical factors in preventing injuries. When women don't see results from these punishing workouts, they often push harder, adding more sessions, which only increases injury risk. It's about working with your body's new reality instead of against it. The real reason these workouts fail is that they're fundamentally mismatched with your body's new biomechanical and hormonal reality. Your joints are experiencing reduced protection and excessive force, creating pain that signals a warning. By the end of this video, you'll learn the 5 well-structured routines just for you. But first, I want you to pause the video, give it a like and subscribe. YouTube sees it as a positive signal and pushes it to more people. By doing this, you'll help more women discover solutions for their struggles. Thank you. Resistance bands are like that reliable friend who always stretches to help, without stretching your joints to their breaking point. Plus, they cost less than a fancy gym membership. After that perfect storm of hormonal changes and joint vulnerability, imagine finding an exercise method specifically validated by research to work with your menopausal physiology instead of against it. The resistance band revolution is backed by science that specifically studied women like you, offering healing rather than the harm we saw with high-intensity workouts. The National Institutes of Health conducted a groundbreaking study that should change everything about how you exercise. They took 35 postmenopausal women with metabolic syndrome and gave them resistance bands like a tailored suit designed specifically for their changing bodies. No expensive equipment, no complicated routines. After 12 weeks, the results were remarkable. Significant reductions in blood glucose, insulin resistance, improved lipid profiles, decreased body fat percentage, and reduced waist circumference. These women addressed the dangerous visceral fat that accumulates during menopause, that stubborn internal fat wrapping around organs and dramatically increasing heart disease risk. The very fat that conventional workouts often fail to target effectively. Resistance bands work through constant muscle engagement. Your muscles stay active throughout the entire movement. This creates muscle growth without triggering joint stress that would flood your system with stress hormones. The bands challenge your muscles more effectively than many expensive gym machines. Your muscle mass declines by about 8% per decade after age 30, accelerating during menopause. Every pound of muscle lost slows your metabolism further. Study confirmed that resistance band training significantly increased lean body mass, directly counteracting this metabolic decline. This contrasts with excessive cardio. While temporarily burning calories, high-intensity cardio potentially sacrifices precious muscle. Less muscle means a slower metabolism, even when resting. Resistance training strengthens bones when estrogen declines, and osteoporosis risk increases. These exercises provide ideal stimulus for bone strengthening without dangerous impact forces, creating perfect conditions for maintaining bone mineral density. A basic set costs around $20. They're portable, adaptable to any fitness level, and provide complete workouts in minimal space. The research is clear. Resistance bands deliver precise results for menopausal women by building metabolism-boosting muscle without triggering stress hormones or joint pain. Let's take a look at her transformation before we go to the exercises. You can achieve big transformations with simple but effective resistance band exercises. But also, don't forget your daily walk. It doesn't have to be 10,000 steps as they say. 4,000 to 6,000 steps are more than enough if you support it with 2 to 3 weeks of resistance band training. You don't even need to see her body. Just look at her face, and you can see the mental transformation too. Those resistance bands are about to become your metabolic secret weapon. Unlike generic workouts, these 5 specific exercises work harmoniously with your menopausal physiology, targeting the exact muscles that start weakening first. While most band workouts are random collections of movements, this circuit follows a precise strategy to rebuild your body's natural support system from the inside out. This exercise targets your rhomboids and trapezius muscles, which weaken rapidly during menopause as estrogen declines. Sit tall, pull the band toward your ribcage while squeezing your shoulder blades together. This movement counteracts the forward hunched posture that visibly ages women. Remember, maintain a neutral grip and move with deliberate control to fully engage those upper back muscles without straining. Position the band just above your knees to create lateral resistance that activates your gluteal muscles profoundly. As you lower into the squat position with feet shoulder-width apart, the band engages your glutes to prevent knees from caving inward. This lateral strengthening becomes crucial during menopause when hip stability diminishes, affecting your balance and walking gait. This movement strengthens your posterior chain, the interconnected system of muscles supporting your lower back. Lie on your back with knees bent and the band above your knees. Then lift your hips while squeezing your glutes at the top. This reinforces movement patterns essential for daily activities like climbing stairs. By lying with the band anchored behind you and pressing forward with controlled movements, you stimulate bone-preserving stress exactly where osteoporosis risk increases dramatically. Focus on fully engaging your chest muscles during each contraction to maximize both strength and bone protective benefits. The banded dead bug activates your deep core muscles that form your body's internal corset. Extend one arm overhead while stretching the opposite leg away, maintaining perfect core engagement throughout. This trains your body to maintain stability despite the shifting weight distribution characteristic of menopause. Perform each exercise for 12 to 15 repetitions with slow, controlled movements 3 times weekly. The entire sequence takes just 20 minutes. I put a lot of effort and time into this video. If you find it valuable, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It will help a lot. By doing this, YouTube will show this video to more women who might benefit from it, allowing you to help others as well. Click on this video now to access our menopause playlist. We cover everything you need to know.